Welcome back to my channel. I'm A.K. Mulford, a full-time author and part-time chaos gremlin, sharing with you behind-the-scenes author life and helpful but unhinged writing advice. And today I'm taking you on a week in my life as a full-time author. So I've been a full-time author for about 4 years now. I also homeschool 2 kids, so my days are definitely not a normal 9 to 5. I probably work on average over 40 hours a week as an author, but I'm fitting that in throughout the day when kids are at activities, over weekends, in the evenings. I really love that I have a lot of flexibility in my schedule to make it work for me and be able to take breaks when I need to refuel my creative well and go for walks or take days off when I need to. But it can be kind of tricky puzzling a full workday together too. And so I thought I would take you on a peek behind the curtain of what a normal week for me looks like. So I'm filming this in September. This is just a normal week in my life. I have a manuscript that I'm revising that needs to get done really quickly. I have a fast turnaround date on that. I've also had a new book that's just come out, so I'm promoting that at the same time. And I have a new book under my fantasy pen name coming out in 6 weeks. So I'm starting to get the launch process of that going as well. So lots of moving parts, lots of things going on, and I thought I would take you along. So let's go. Yes, it is. My name is spelled A-L-I.
I changed the dedication.
What? Shut up!
What is it now?
It's to Ali.
Oh, my automexitine.
My ADHD meds.
Oh.
So you got a dedication and the acknowledgements.
So hard.
Tease all round.
This is so special. Thank you.
Man, we have to get picked up and driven home.
Did you guys do anything cool?
Oh, it's like it wasn't fair this time.
Ah, so you didn't celebrate?
Yes, we did. We made a video for her.
Aw, that's nice. Aw, did you sing happy birthday?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a pelican amongst seagulls.
All right, happy Monday. Oh my goodness, this day has ran away from me. It is, oh, I don't have my watch on, right? been one of those days. It is Monday at 3:30, and I got a little bit of work done when I got up this morning, sitting out on the balcony, and then I got swept up in admin and lots of people emailing me and messaging me and needing replies to things, posting on socials for Curses and Cold Brew, which just came out. So we're still very actively pushing it because it's a Halloween book. So it's September right now as I record this. And so, we're trying to get everyone to read this cozy Halloween book because it's, so seasonal that it kind of, has its best months around Halloween as would make sense. So we want to give it a really good launch. And also because we might be taking a new book, the two of us, out on sub in October. And October is the month when our books are really shining. We want it to be a time when we look that we're as on our game as we are, so that if any publishers are looking into us, they will see that we are good marketers and we can push our books and we know how to sell and things like that, so that, we're even more appealing. You'd be crazy not to buy a book from us. Look how great we are. So October's the best month for that. So we're really kind of intentionally trying to put a lot of energy into marketing our current books right now for this next book coming out. But then I had to take one of my kiddos into town, and it was lovely going for a walk into town and got some nice sunshine. Always good going for a walk. And I popped into my friend's new bookstore. Lex Logan is opening a bookstore called Tales and Tomes. And so we got a sneak peek into that, and I got my copy of one of her books, Tempting Triton, and it is gorgeous, and I'm in the dedication, which is so sweet. And so I had a little cry about that, because I get emotional very easily. And then we went out to lunch, and then it was time to pick up the kiddo and come home. And now it is 3:30, and I've done barely any words. Let's see how many words. I've done 82 words on this manuscript. Of course, I've read through more chapters than that and taken out more sentences than that, so that's not the total of that work. But I would like to get through at least another 5 chapters today before I call it a night. I'm hoping tomorrow will be more of a productive day for me than today was. Today, Mondays are always a little bit harried. We're running around and all the chaos. But I'm sending this manuscript back to my co-author, K.L. Morrison, on Monday, come hell or high water. So it's got to be done. And it needs another 9,000 words added to it. When she got it to me, it was just under 60K, and I need to get it to 80K, which is fine because there's a lot of scenes that I knew I was going to be adding in. So I feel like we will get it there, but I'm also going through all of the chapters and just kind of tightening things and tweaking things. We changed a few of the B plots, and so we're taking out characters and putting new characters in, and there's just a lot of threads to be keeping an eye on. And then she's going to get it back and do another kind of smoothing pass over it again before it goes off to our agent. So this is one of the quickest turnarounds we've done, the two of us, for co-authoring, but we really want to get it out in October because we feel like that's our best month and it's a good time, and so that's what we're doing. Right. So I've got about an hour and a half before my youngest kiddo comes home, and then it will be full speed mom mode again. So I have to do as much as I can in the next hour and a half. So wish me luck. Today started off with a whole bunch of admin and emailing, and I had to finish off a summary to send in to my publisher for Dreamslayer. Dreamslayer is my new dark sapphic fantasy that's coming out next year with Harper Voyager, and I've just turned in the manuscript for it. I'm very excited. It's definitely the darkest thing I've ever written. The themes are quite heavy, but like I just really enjoyed how messed up it is. If you read it, you'll find out. But basically, the premise is that a dream falls in love with a nightmare, and they have to journey out of hell together. There's a lot of concepts in that are hard to whittle down into a short synopsis for the publisher, and I hate doing book blurbs and summaries and things because they are just not in my wheelhouse. Like it feels more like nonfiction, like copywriting. I really struggle with. In fact, I'm trying to like get better at it and starting to read books about copywriting. Like I'd much rather write 100,000 word story than write a 1-page synopsis of said story. So I always struggle with that, but I think it turned out okay. We'll see what they think, and then of course like they can take that and zhuzh it and make it better than what it is and stuff as well. At 11 o'clock each day I do my socials, so getting all my social media posted for the day. So I don't post everywhere every day, but because our co-author book Curses and Cold Brew just came out a couple weeks ago, we're definitely trying to push that and promote it. But I also have the last book in my romantasy series, A Heart of Crimson Flames, coming out in November. So I've been promoting that for over a year now, but now is the time to start like ramping up the promotion of that and gearing up for November. So I'm starting to post more about that too, and starting to like wean off of Curses and Cold Brew a little, and doing a bit of mixed promotion for both between my rom-com pen name and my fantasy pen name. But I've come out to my deck to get a little bit of writing done. I've gotten through like 3 chapters, and now I'm gonna walk into town and going to sit in a cafe and hopefully get a few more chapters done. And then I'd like to get at least through 10 chapters today. There's a lot of chapters that have been moved around and things that need to be added, and then like characters that need to be changing. Like one whole scene felt very much like too much exposition, and this character is always on the phone with her best friend, so I switched the scene to be on the phone with her best friend. So a lot of the things that are happening in conversation, and it's a lot more like quippy, and there's more witty banter instead of it just being this character's inner monologue about the town. So things like that, those sorts of things. We're just trying to make it like fun and snappy and rom-commy and all of the things that our readers know to expect from our books. So I'm trying to like do almost like a thematic pass as well as adding the scenes in. That is my goal for today, is to finish those things. I also have a few like emails that I've just been putting off for way too long because I just don't want to send them. I really struggle. I'm not good with the communication side of things. Like it is not my favorite thing to email people, especially when it's an email saying like, sorry, but I can't do whatever it is. So I need to do some of those things. And then at some point this week, I need to send my fantasy newsletter. And then today too, we also need to get 5 boxes of books shipped off to Melbourne, because I'm going to a book signing in Melbourne in the first weekend of October, and so that's like 3 weeks away. So we're sending some of the boxes off now. So all of those boxes are my pre-orders for the event, so I know that they will sell, so I don't have to ship them back. They're already sold. And then I'm going to fly down with more books in my suitcase to sell on the day, because then I know I can just, if I don't sell them, I can always put them in my suitcase and bring them back. But I'd rather sell out than bring too many books. So that is the plan. That is going to be Rare, and I'll probably vlog that as well, my trip to Rare and the book signing event. But yeah, so we got to get those books shipped off now today as well. So those are some of the big things on my to-do list. And but my main priority is getting this manuscript finished. So wish me luck. All right, I am back on my balcony as the sun is going down. I got a lot of work done in town, but it didn't amount to very many words written. So I worked my way through several chapters of this manuscript, but a lot of it was moving chapters around and things. So I didn't actually get that many more words written between like all of the moving parts, but we're further into the manuscript at least, so that's good. Took the kids to the playground, went shopping, did all the life things. We've come back, had dinner, and now I am going to sit out on the deck for another hour. I have to get some more admin done. There's like a bunch of emails I have to reply to. I need to set up a pre-order form for a book event that I'm going to next year. So I'm going to do all of those things, and then maybe hopefully like get through one or two more chapters. We'll see. Right now my kiddos are doing their own thing, but I have a feeling I will be called on deck at any given point in time. So I think everybody's got maybe an hour of post-dinner chill in them, and then I think I will be off work for the rest of the day. So we'll see how much we can get done. But yeah, I think it was a good productive day, and lots of little things got done.
feel like you're just here for the zip line. What? I feel like you're.
This balcony has become my office for today because one of my kiddos is home sick from activities. So I'm camped out on the balcony because I feel like I work better when I'm outside and my brain works better with all the sunshine and things. I haven't done much work in my office at all. Sorry, I just got interrupted by one of my kids telling me that one of the cats has pooped on the floor. Fun times, fun times. Okay, I'm gonna go clean that up. Goodness, it is a circus here at all times with 2 kids and 3 animals. Anyway, main goal for today is battling my way through the messy middle of this manuscript. I am determined to get it done by Monday. I will probably work through the weekend to get it done because there's only so many hours my brain can kind of focus on editing. I can draft forever. I could draft for 12 hours straight if I needed to, but editing requires you really analyzing every sentence and like fine-tuning and tightening things up. And I feel like at some point the mental fatigue kind of makes it so that you're not as sharp, and I'm not like analyzing the sentences as closely as I would like. So I need to take frequent breaks to kind of like get my brain back into that like level of sharpness, because I don't want to be kind of letting my eyes just pass over the manuscript without really fixing things. I do a couple of chapters and then I take a break, run around, chase the kids, play with the pets, go for a walk in the sunshine, come back, do a few more chapters. And that's going to be my main focus for today. Good morning. I am back on my balcony office today, having breakfast and getting some admin done. I needed to send in a cover brief for Dreamslayer, the new Dark Sapphic fantasy that's coming out next year. So I sent in all of my cover ideas, what I'm hoping to do with that. We're thinking of doing a character cover for this one, so something kind of new and different for my fantasy series, and I'm really excited about that. And it needs to be tonally different too. It's definitely a darker fantasy, so I want there to be kind of more dramatic, darker elements to the cover than my colorful fantasy series like River of Golden Bones. So anyway, I sent in the cover brief for that. I also needed to fill in an expression of interest for a workshop that I've been asked to run for a queer writers festival that's going on locally. So I need to fill that in today. And also one of our readers has found a typo in Curses and Cold Brew, which just came out. And so one of the benefits of having it be an indie book is that I can go in and I can fix that little typo and re-upload the ebook file so that anybody who reads it beyond that point won't see that typo anymore. Need to reformat the ebook. It shouldn't take very long, but it's just one of those things, it's just one extra thing to do in the day. My game plan for today is do a couple chapters, post on socials at 11, maybe go for a walk. It's looking kind of gray today, but get some exercise, get some movement, come back, do a few more chapters, kid things, dinner, do a few more chapters, and we'll see how much we can get done. I have 3 more days to finish this manuscript, and I'm currently on chapter 27 out of 45, so miles to go before I sleep. So hopefully I can get a good chunk done today. So that is the game plan. Exciting news. I just got an email from Amazon and it said that Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist is a Kindle All-Star for the month of August. And so that means that we'll get a bonus. You get an Amazon gives you a bonus if your book that's in KU ranks at a certain amount. So we're going to get an all-star bonus this month, which is nice. It's not that much, but it's still nice to know that the book is doing well enough that it hit into the all-star categories. So that is quite cool. And that happened in the month of August, which is crazy because then September and October usually are busier months for the book. So hopefully September and October it'll be an all-star as well. And I know last year it was an all-star in a few different countries. So we will see how that goes. And maybe Curses and Cold Brew, the second book in that series, will be as well. So fingers crossed. Here's hoping. It's been going really well. We've had a lot of people adding the book to their Halloween TBRs and things like that. So that's really promising. So hopefully more and more people will add it to their book clubs and be sharing about the book and looking for a cozy fall read. So that is what we are hoping. But yeah, that was a really nice little email to receive and adding a little bit of pep in my step for today. Just finished doing some writing sprints in the Discord group, and I feel like I've taken more words out than I've added in, so still a lot to go, but I'm getting there. I'm working my way through this manuscript, so I'm at 73,000 words, still 7,000 more to go before it needs to be handed in the next 3 days, so onward. All right, it's like 1:15 and my brain has hit a wall and I need to go out and have a walk and get some sunshine and move my body for a bit. It is that time of day where I feel like my brain is like swimming through mud and I know pushing through isn't going to help me. Like I need to get up and go do something. I feel like my brain only has like 2 or 3 solid hours of that kind of focus where it's like I'm not just there's like so much you have to hold in your brain, right? The whole story in my brain and all the plot arcs and like different characters people were adding in, people were taking out, all the different things on like a big level to look out for, and then looking closer at like pacing and each chapter length and stuff like that. And then sentence by sentence, is this sentence, written as well as it could be? Is the word economy good? Have we already said these things? Stuff like that. Is there a funnier way I could say this? All of that stuff. So I'm thinking like on all these different layers, and it is hard to stay that deep in focus and hold all of that in my head for too long at a time. So normally when I'm doing revisions, I revise really slowly over the course of like a month or so. I draft the book quickly and then do all the revision passes, like 2 or 3 chapters a day over the course of a month. But I only have 2 weeks to do this because it's a co-authored thing and we're trying to get it done by October, which is like a tighter deadline than we're used to. So I'm doing like triple or quadruple what I normally do in a day, and it is rough. And so I'm trying to like pull every brain hack out to like keep my brain as focused as possible so that I can get this done. So quick walk in the sunshine, coming back, doing a bit more. So hopefully I won't have too much to do over the weekend. And yeah, that's the game plan. All right, I am back home. I'm waiting to be let in because my partner went out to pick up our dog from getting groomed. So I am waiting to return home. I had a really great walk, got my heart rate going, got some sunshine and some fresh air, and I put on some tunes and I daydreamed about some of the stories that I'm working on and started plotting some of Dreamslayer Book 2 in my head. So I'm going to be drafting that next month. I'm going to hopefully finish it during our next 3-day 30K writing challenge, which will be happening in November. So right now I'm all in like plotting mode for that, which was nice. I really like plotting to music as I'm going for a walk, just kind of like working out scenes in my head. And often it's not even music that really goes with the book, but it's just something about the rhythm of it that I feel like I can kind of choreograph a moment in my head. Most of my books have like the most random songs in my head attached to them. As I'm walking, I'm planning battle scenes and romantic scenes and good one-liners and stuff like that. And then I write them in my phone notes as I go and put them all in a dump doc that I eventually will plot out the book with. So I think we've got enough of the story kind of settled now that I can kind of plot it in more detail and do a bit more with it. So that is the plan for next month. And the month after that is getting Dreamslayer 2 going. And it's so funny because I'm, like book 1 hasn't come out yet. Now we're still working on like, the cover design and all of those things. So we haven't even gotten it back from developmental edits yet. So book 2 might change a lot after book 1 goes through its dev edit. But I want to get at least the first iteration of it out before then, and then I can go back and change it and layer it in because it will be due next August. So I want to get the first draft going this year so that I have all of next year, all the way through August to edit it and get it like really solid before I send it in to my editor. Yeah, so that's the plan. So this walk was brainstorming some of the the midpoint of that book and a great little twist that I've thought of now. So I will be working that in. I think I will head in and have some lunch and get a few more chapters done out on the balcony. Did you hear me? All right, happy Friday. It is around midday already. This day has already gotten away from me. But I've been busy working away on this manuscript. I'm about 75K through. Not too much admin to do today, thank goodness. So hopefully I will be able to get through another few chapters today. I just found out from my co-author that she's been at an event and her flights have changed. So that means that I actually will have an extra day to work on this, which I'm very grateful for. That will be good. So I will have one more day to get this done, and I'm feeling more confident now that I will definitely be able to make that happen with that extra day. So today is just going to be one of those days where it's just do a couple of chapters, get up, do some stretches, do a couple more chapters, and hopefully get through the day and make it to the weekend. Normally on Fridays I go to the library for a Writing Friday meetup, but they're renovating the library, so it's not happening right now. I'm very excited for the new library opening next week. I will probably be there like every day because I always get work done better when I'm in another place without all of the distractions of life stuff. So whenever my kids have like activities and things, I think I'll probably just shoot off to the library for a bit. But this week without the library has been definitely harder. I feel like I get less done at home, fitting things into the fringes of time, but we're getting there. Things are nearly done, but that is my plan for today. Main focus is just working on this manuscript and getting as much done as I can so that I can hopefully not do too much over the weekend. I try and take a break over the weekend as best I can. I usually still post on socials if it's during like a promotional cycle. But other than like a 10-minute posting on socials, I really don't do too much work, or I try not to. But in this case, since I have to get this manuscript in on Monday, I'm probably going to work through the weekend and then take a couple of days off during the week next week. It's one of the benefits of having a flexible schedule is that I can kind of decide when I want to take breaks and when I need to work. So that is the plan. Hopefully we will finish out the week on a strong note. So I hope you enjoyed that peek behind the curtain of what my life looks like. I'm interested to know, is it what you thought it would be? It's a lot of sitting around working on a laptop, not super glamorous, but there's a lot of things like writing newsletters and writing book synopsis and social mediaing and all of those things that I think that people don't fit into their concept of what a full-time author is. Like, I think that people think we just work on manuscripts all day long. And we do, but we also have a lot of other admin and other things that we're doing as well. So, yeah. So thank you for coming along with me for the week, and happy writing, friends.